What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here. In this video I want to talk about the price of silver. Currently it is floating around $18 per ounce. However, back in March of 2022 silver was over $26 per ounce. So over the last 7 months we've actually seen a greater than $8 drop in the spot price of silver. So what I want to do is talk about where I see silver going through the end of 2022 and then where I see it going in 2023. Also, I will talk about what I will be personally doing in regard to silver stacking and silver investing throughout that time and moving forward. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so before I talk about this 1 year silver chart a little bit more, I wanted to point out where silver is at right now. This chart here is showing the silver spot price changes over the last week, and every single day it has gone down. So almost a 10% drop over the last week in the price of silver. We will see trading open up tonight, and moving into Monday, it's probably going to move lower next week, and there's a few reasons that I think that, and we'll get to those in a moment. But if we go back to the 1 year chart, I just wanted to mention that the high when silver hit $26.36, this was back on March 8th. It is also when gold hit its high. This was just 2 weeks after the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So there was a lot of uncertainty going on at that time. We had not really seen the US dollar spike up. I mean, right now the US dollar is at 20-year highs. It's doing extremely well compared to the euro and other currencies. But really, since that point in time, we've seen silver price fluctuate a little bit up and down, but overall it's been a downward trajectory. So as the dollar continues to strengthen, we continue to see silver price fall. Now, why is the dollar strengthening? If we look at the most recent inflation news, you would think that the dollar is actually getting weaker. The dollar is doing worse than expected, right? I mean, this headline here, inflation climbed more than expected in September 2022. Rising food, housing, and medical costs pushed prices higher than anticipated. And I just want to scroll down to the key takeaways here. So the CPI rose 0.4% in September compared to a month earlier, and 8.2% year over year, higher than economists expected. Core inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy costs, rose 0.6% in September and 6.6% from a year ago, a 40-year high. So what's up with this? Core inflation is at a 40-year high, but the dollar is at a 20-year high. This doesn't seem to make sense, right? Rising costs for housing, food, and medical care contributed the most to September's monthly increase. And finally, here is the reason that the dollar is actually getting stronger. The hotter than expected inflation reading could prompt the Federal Reserve to maintain its aggressive monetary policy stance ahead of its November policy meeting. So what is up with this? What is the Fed doing in response to all of this inflation? Here we are looking at the CME Group FedWatch tool. Now, they basically give out probabilities for the next Fed meeting. These are the percentage chance of certain rate hikes. And as we can see, there is a 97.2% chance that they're going to do another 75 basis point rate hike. So as the Fed continues to raise rates, this is essentially strengthening the dollar. And when we look at the dollar's strength, we look at the dollar's strength versus other currencies. So if other currencies, for example, the euro, are doing a lot worse than the dollar, this will make the dollar seem a lot stronger, and this is going to drive silver price lower, right? So in November, it's looking like the dollar is going to get stronger again. If we move to December, we can see they have a 69.8% chance of yet another 75 basis point rate hike. So it looks like the dollar is going to get stronger in December as well. And then if we move to February of 2023, they're actually saying the highest percentage chance is just a 25 basis point rate hike. So they think that the Fed is going to slow down on the rate hikes in February of 2023. And at this point, maybe we will finally see the dollar not get stronger and maybe perhaps even get weaker, and we could see the price of silver start to go higher. If we take a look at the most recent Jim Wyckoff article, the headline is "Price Pressure on Gold, Silver After Another Hot U.S. Inflation Report." So I think if we continue to see inflation go up, basically, the Fed is going to say, all right, we need to continue to fight inflation. We need to continue to raise rates. So until we see inflation kind of level off or go down, it's very likely that they're going to keep on jacking up rates, which is again going to push the price of silver lower. Now, if we scroll all the way down to the bottom of this article, we can see the 24-hour silver spot price. Look, it went down on the 12th. The 13th is in red. We had that big drop when the inflation report came out. Then it did bounce back. And then on Friday, we saw the price of silver move down quite a bit. So I kind of feel like on Monday, it's a toss-up. Is it going to go up and kind of rebound from this low here? Or is it going to continue to go down? I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but either way, I think through the rest of the year we probably are going to see silver price move lower. And I did want to read this part right here. So he writes, September silver futures bears have the firm overall near-term technical advantage and have momentum, right? So the bears have momentum. Silver bulls' next upside price objective is closing prices above solid technical resistance at the October high of 2131. I don't think we're going to get to that 2131. The next downside price objective for the bears is closing prices below solid support at the September low of 1740. To me, this seems much more likely. First resistance is seen at $19 and then at the overnight high of 1929. Next support is seen at $18.25 and then at $18. Yeah, $18.25. I mean, right now the price of silver is, let me move the screen up a little bit here, $18.29. So we're really close to that $18.25, and then there's another support at $18. Very possible we could blow right through that. The Wyckoff's market rating he has at 2.5. Remember, this is a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the most bearish, 10 being the most bullish. So he sees the market as very bearish right now. So yeah, I mean, over the next week, I likely think we will see silver price keep moving lower. So what does this mean? Should you be buying? Should you be selling? Should you be holding? What should you be doing? My honest opinion is that you should buy more silver. Try to be a contrarian investor. Buy when the price is down, not when the price is up. So yeah, we've seen silver spot price drop $8 over the last 7 months. So what? Take advantage of this opportunity and continue to stack more silver while the price is low. And once it starts going up, I think it's going to be an insane rally. I've talked about where I see silver going this decade. I think $50 silver is definitely on the table for the 2020s. So, I don't know if that's going to happen in 2023, 2024, or when, but I definitely see that happening in the somewhat near future. Could silver go all the way up to $100 an ounce? Who knows? Once silver starts moving up, it moves up very, very quickly. I did talk about the dollar being at 20-year highs. A lot of the time when we see a dramatic swing in one direction, the dollar getting stronger, eventually it slows and stops, and then it starts swinging the other way, and we see the dollar start to get weaker. And really, during that period of time, I think that's when we're going to see silver shine the most. So yeah, this decade, I see a really bright future for silver, and I say just take advantage of these low prices now through the end of the year. You know, how low is silver going to get? Can we see $17 silver, $16, $15? Sure, we could see silver spot price go all the way down into the $15 range. But again, you got to remember premiums on physical silver have been very high over the last few years. So I do feel like premiums would go up if spot price goes that low. And so you still might not be able to buy silver for under $20 an ounce, even though spot price goes all the way down to $15. So I say start buying silver now, or continue to buy silver now at dollar cost average through the end of the year, through February, and then we'll see what happens at that point. But once silver price starts shooting up, I say slow down on your purchases. I do see that happening next year and for years to come after that. So I do want to quickly mention that there is a giveaway going on right now where you can win one of these really cool Silver Dragons silverbacks made out of pure silver. There will be 10,000 winners. If you want to enter this giveaway, feel free to check it out. I will put a link down below in the description. And I do want to know, what are your thoughts on silver price? Where do you see it going over the next year? Feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. And lastly, I want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.